convicted serial killer and rapist Joseph DeAngelo. The former cop is charged with killing 13 people and is believed to have raped at least 50 women from 1974 to 1986 in California. Then came this bizarre threat.
And did a psychological thing on me saying, I'm going to party with Sharon.
And Sharon is who?
My mother.
So at that point you think...
He knows me.
Hayes says he is furious over the way the original police investigation was conducted. He remembers telling investigators in 1977 the intruder wore khaki pants, which he later realized were similar to a police officer's uniform. An Auburn City police log that Hayes recently obtained shows that DeAngelo was on duty around the time he and his girlfriend were brutalized.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. It's Lavender here. Welcome back, comrades. Today I'm back with another true crime case. Today I want to do the true crime case of the Golden State serial killer story. The police are the true enemy and we should abolish them. So yeah, let's get started in this video. So before we officially start this true crime case serial killer story, I have made 2 videos on why we should abolish the police and a deep dive look into America's police brutality problem. If you'd like to check those out, I'm going to put them on the screen right now. So yeah. So this serial killer case of the Golden State Killer has been seen in a number of media and TV. It has been seen in a documentary called I'll Be Gone in the Dark, a 6-part documentary series based on the book of the same title name. It explores the writer's Michelle McNamara's investigation into the dark world of the violent predator she dubbed the Golden State Killer, the man who terrorized California in the early 1970s and 80s, and is throughout responsible for 50 home invasions and rapes and 13 murders in total. And then there's another media and TV that is featured in The Golden State Killer. It's Not Over. It's a TV series. And then there's another media thing. ABC7 presents Chasing the Golden State Killer. And then there's on the channel HLN, the true crime channel HLN, they have a true crime series called Unmasking a Killer, which is about the Golden State Killer. And then the last one I want to talk about is that they have on 48 Hours true crime documentary, The Golden State Killer. So let's get into the background and the story of the true crime case. So yeah, his reign of terror was so prolific that police thought they were dealing with multiple assailants, when in reality they were dealing with one of their own. He knew how to conceal his identity, because he's a police officer. He took all the steps, wearing ski masks and gloves at the scene, ordering his victims not to look at him in his face, disguising his voice in a whisper. With his training in law enforcement, he would absolutely look to try to use that to his advantage. Police only serve the rich catless pigs. That's it. They're an enemy of the working class and class struggle, so they're not even good to begin with. The police are just pure evil. In the press, he was always known by many names: the East Area Rapist, the original Night Stalker, the Diamond Knot Killer. When authorities realized these 13 murders and at least 50 rapes in the area may be a work of only one man, he became known as the Golden State Killer. From 1973 to 1976, DeAngelo was a police officer in Exeter, California, and on September 11, 1975, while serving as a police officer, he shot and killed Professor Claude Stilling in front of his daughter at his home. He kicked the daughter 3 times and in the face and then fled the scene after that. Later in the summer of 1976, a high rise of burglaries and rapes in the area terrorized the eastern district of Sacramento County of that area. He would break into his victim's home by prying open a window door with a crowbar while they slept. Sometimes he would take jewelry, identification, cash, coins, anything that he could take, as keepsakes of the victims that he did. And in February 1978, the Golden State Killer, DeAngelo, shot and killed Brian and Katie Magor, who were walking their dog in the Sacramento area. After Brian Morgie was shot, Katie Morgie ran away and yelled for help, but he caught up with her and shot her in the head as well. The burglaries continued in the East Bay area of Northern California and then escalated into rapes and murders along the California coast. Layman and Charles Smith were murdered in their home In March 1980, Charlotte Smith was bound and raped. The couple was later found by the Lyman Smith's 12-year-old son. And on February 5th, 1981, a 28-year-old woman was found bound, raped, and bludgeoned to death while home alone in Southern California. Her body was later found by her own mother. More cases happened, and the cases of all this went cold pretty quick. There were no leads, no tips, none of that. D'Angelo became the first public arrest obtained through genetic genealogy, like a DNA test on those websites, a new technique that takes the DNA of an unknown suspect left behind at a crime scene and identifies him or her by tracing a family tree ancestry through his or her family members who voluntarily submit their DNA to public genealogy databases. Once authorities zeroed in and zoomed in on D'Angelo, they surveilled him for days and collected his DNA from a tissue that he had thrown in the trash. He was later arrested on April 2018 in Sacramento County. On June 29, 2020, D'Angelo pleaded guilty to 13 counts of first-degree murder. The plea deal also required D'Angelo to admit to multiple uncharged acts, including rapes, which were described in horrific detail by prosecutors in the courtroom. The death penalty was taken off the table, and he will serve life without parole, prosecutors said. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye guys, see you next video.